episode of Meet the Shoe.
I'm Nina.
And I am Sade. How you guys doing today? Today our topic is about Black Friday, the fluff and the facts of Black Friday. So let's start off with the facts.
Okay.
I know you hear different things, different stories about Black Friday, but as we did our research, we found out Black Friday started in 1961 in Philadelphia.
Hey.
Due to the large amount of people, the traffic that was, going shopping after the day after Thanksgiving.
So wait a minute. What gave them the term of black? Because we automatically assume that the word black, right, is negative. So, what did you find out that the term black is not negative?
Right, it's not negative. What it means is profit, because that's the most time they make the biggest profit at that time on that, because it's red means the red line.
Okay, and
when is
the most time that companies are in the red?
A lot of times during, outside of holidays. So the biggest black, sale, profit sale is a day after Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So not even on after Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving the 2nd.
Okay. So they start getting the money the day after Thanksgiving, but the real big dollar is the returns after
you're going
Christmas.
back. But a lot of people are not returning. They're really buying a lot more stuff because everything, it's the end of the year, and everything is going even price cut even more.
Wow.
As you may think is price cut it more, you know what I mean? Because they sit there and kind of upsell the prices, and you think you're getting a deal, but it's not really a deal.
Really?
Yeah. So
I know that in fashion, right? When I was in college, we were always taught that January and July never ever put a product out January or July. Because those are the very slow months of the year. Like there's no dollars being made.
Right.
I actually seen on Instagram Miss Miami Bling, right?
Oh yeah.
She has a really big boutique, and she had said one year that she was saddened because she couldn't keep her employees on because she wasn't making enough money
that was
to
last
cover
year,
them,
wasn't it?
right? No, that was right before COVID.
Right.
So noticing that, a lot more corporations and I say smaller businesses though, mostly, right? That they're paying attention to their help, right? They're more concerned about the employees because it's so hard to get them, right? And so now that's why a lot of people been having a lot of sales as well, is because they're trying to make sure that, they stay open throughout the year. They want to stretch it on out. I noticed that from doing the research that a lot of companies will hold their items, right? Hold their products and wait until the end of the year and just do a big old sale.
Right. And I think it's some of the products that they could not sell as well. They just put it to the back burner and blah, blah, blah. We'll bring it back in day after Thanksgiving, which a lot of the businesses are doing it Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
Shopping. I'm like, oh my God, you don't even give us a chance to eat our dinner and have, relax with our family. They ready to, 6 o'clock that night, they ready to push a sale on you.
Yeah, because I seen that like right after Thanksgiving, like you said, 6 p.m. They're starting. And then they have some that are at midnight. So they're doing a midnight to 2 a.m. You get this percentage, and then from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. you get this percentage, and then they're like doing that for that whole day, Black Friday.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people don't want to go. Another thing we found out is that a lot of the elderly and older people were scared to go to the Black Friday sales because the younger people were coming in and they were beating people up for the front row, right? And that's why, like how they have those long lines for, it's either different a TV,
electronics,
or Michael Jordan's, right?
Oh my God.
And so they usually put a Jordan out on Black Friday.
Yeah, they do.
Right? Mm-hmm. And they allow you to get the shoes like right before Black Friday. So I don't understand. This one I don't understand. If you know that your shoe, your item is going to cause a frenzy, why don't you make it to where nobody doesn't have to stand in line? Why do you think that they still have the theme of people, all the way blocks and blocks and blocks down just to get
a shoe that may run out before you get to the end of the line or the middle of the line?
Right.
From looking at it, I think this is a chance for brick and mortar stores to get back popping.
Really?
It's been horrible for a lot of stores. A lot of stores have been closing down,
Yeah.
Because they can't, keep up with the sales, or they can't keep employees, so everybody's shutting down. COVID has really made it really bad for a lot of places.
Right.
So by them having the sales now, between now, because they started in the beginning of November. Right. All the way to the end of the year, I think that might help them out, to stay open. Okay. And worry about the next year for profits and losses, see what happens before they actually close other stores. But I've noticed, like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, stores like that, after the year, next year, they're not going to have name brand stuff. Yeah, they're not going to have the Michael Kors or all the name brand, because all the name brand stores are taking their stuff back. Why? I'm not sure. Really? Maybe they're trying to keep all the sales in their department, Michael Kors and all them, because easily they probably can sell their stuff instead of wholesaling.
Well, I did hear that they said that there's a higher demand for high-end things, right? Right. So before, when they were able to send the stuff that was outdated or that they couldn't get rid of to the cheaper stores, right, to make some of their money back, right, on the cost of production, right? Because once it leaves from the manufacturer, it'd be years before they get that money back, right? So instead of waiting on them to make the money and get that check later, they're just going to get it off the front end instead of the back end, right? Back end, yeah. They could do their own type of sales. It probably the same amount as you'll get it from TJ Maxx, but they might get more because it's their product. Right. Okay. It's not going through so many hands, so many different department stores. Right. Okay. So I don't know what's going to happen to TJ Maxx and Marshall stores like that, Burlington Coat Factory. What's going to happen to those brick and mortar stores? Are they going to? Well, it's going to be scary for them. I know that Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls is commonly known for you to go in there. I'm laughing because you can commonly go in there and get a name brand item, and rip off the tag and go get because they never take the original tag off. You notice that? Right. If you see Polo in Marshalls, I mean, I've shopped at Marshalls and bought Polo out of Marshalls, right? And so you go in a Polo and you see Marshalls on there, and you see the Polo in Marshalls, and you get the Polo. You will, if you have to buy somebody something and you're trying to be cheap about it, you will go in there and buy it. You'll go in there and buy it and take off the TJ Maxx off of it and give them the name brand, the name brand label on there. So I know everybody's done that. I ain't the first one to talk about it or have done it, but I don't know what those people are gonna do. What are they gonna have in there? I'm not sure. I don't even know of anything TJ Maxx brand. I don't know a Marshalls brand that's just Marshalls. Every single thing in there is somebody else's is a knockoff of what somebody else has given them, right? So I don't know. That's not gonna last too long, because even though they said in 2025, majority of everything is gonna be online, and that's pretty much what's happening. Yeah, online. Everything's going to be online. And then outside of it being online, we'll have strip malls. Like the big malls, like Mall of America. I can't imagine Mall of America being gone. Me either. I can't imagine 5-10 years from now. Yeah, I can't. Can y'all see Mall of America gone? Because it's been here 30 years. Yeah, I remember when we first opened the doors. Yes, 30 years. 30 years. Oh, my God. 30 years. So, that's a long time. It is. So, could you imagine 10 years from now, it'll be 40 years though. So could you imagine that? Because every person in the world that comes from all over, they want to go to that
the
mall.
Mall of America, because it's the largest mall in the world.
So for that reason, I think that's why that mall in particular will stay open, right? Because there's always going to be an amusement park, and it's always going to be somebody that's going to fight for something different to be there. Look at all the many things that have changed.
Yeah.
I don't know about they were saying that they took the movie theater out of there. Then somebody told me that they put it back.
Yeah, I thought it was there.
Yeah, well, it was closed.
Yeah,
during COVID.
A lot of the movie theaters were closed.
Yeah, but then they said they was taking it out completely.
Oh no.
I don't know how true it is. I don't know, but
so while we're talking about online stores, small businesses,
right?
Do you have an e-commerce store? I encourage every last one of you. I don't care if you're selling earrings,
right? What
lashes, whatever you're selling, have an online store, because regular store is gonna be kind of
right. And so okay, and they say outside of Amazon, of course, right? Shopify is the best place to host your online store. They say Shopify because Shopify's back end, right, is so wide range with how they allow you to have someone else's store hosted on your website.
Yes.
So when someone else's store is hosted on your website, you will be, those eyes that are going for that store will be on your store because they're seeing everything, right? And so like our products, right? Our products is Lena Beans Organic Plus. Her body butter's on Shopify, right? And then we have
what is the link to the
www.lenasbodybutterplus.com.
Okay.
So she has body butter, sugar scrub, and beard juice, right?
Okay.
And the
vanilla.
Oh, well, she has natural vanilla, honey almond, strawberry, and peach mango. But for her, the thing about that she was having an issue with, it's not really kid friendly. So she always has to get help. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't say she's a teenager, but she always has to get help to run it. But they have help now. In the back store, you just have to send a message. Yeah, you just have to open a chat, and they will give you help. And then also we have
new alert.
Yeah, the waistbands, right?
Yes.
That everybody has been showing a commercial, their own self-commercial. I even made a commercial.
Yes.
You made a commercial with the waistbands. Now, there's a woman that asks what's the difference between the wrap and then the waist trainer, right? And so I explained to her that the only difference is, to me, is that a zip. Right. So you're a little more stuffed up, right? With the waist wrap, you can adjust it the way you want it. Yeah. You're with the waist trainer, you're forced to be in it and stay that way.
Yep.
Another thing, with the waist trainer, you can see it through your t-shirt.
Yeah, you can.
But the waist wrap,
you can't. I wore it all day at work for the last 2 days, right?
Okay.
The first day, I put it real tight. And I'm like, oh, I am so constrained. I'm like, okay, it feels good, but it's flexible. I was able to get down and hold my posture up while I worked the whole time. But later on at night, I felt a little hot. I'm like a little sweaty. I'm like, okay, it's working. All right. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So if I don't want to wear it as tight, so I could have somebody help me pull it and wrap it.
Right.
Or I could just keep it a nice, not so tight.
Right.
Okay. So that's the flexibility about that one. And then that one can fit someone up to like a 9X.
Yeah,
10X,
yeah. Well,
or 350 pounds.
Right, yeah.
So anywhere from 100 and something to 350 pounds, ladies, you can use this product.
Right, it's
I
real
love
long.
it.
I know that they were complaining that the ones that they ordered online weren't long enough, right?
This one is really long.
Yeah, it's real long, so it definitely works. Now, do you remember when you were in prison, did they give products that were specialty for during Black Friday? Because there's a Black Friday in prison as well.
No, not.
Well, in the feds, that's when they sold peanut brittle. They had a new
not for Black. It was for Christmas.
shoe.
It wasn't Black Friday. It was for Christmas.
No, this was start in November. This was when you made the orders.
Well, maybe it was, and we used to order what was that? Something we could get the sausages and the crackers. What company is that? Farmhouse.
Farmhouse.
Yes, you can order that from then to Christmas.
So they definitely support the prison system. Farmhouse. So when you buy your sausages at the grocery store, they're a part of why prison is open, right? You gotta think about that.
Yeah. While it's running.
And so products as far as like electronics, right? Do you think that the companies like pick which stores, like, okay, for instance, Samsung, you think they say, well, you know that they watch their numbers to say, well, Target's making us more money than Best Buy.
Oh yeah.
Or Best Buy. Do you think that the electronic companies as a whole are bringing, are warm with each other? We never hear about that.
They probably are warring with each other, but both companies, Samsung, iPhone,
yes, Black Friday in prison. Yes, it's a Black Friday in prison.
Black Friday. Oh my goodness, yes. But I think they might. Yes, I'm quite sure they warn because they both come out around the same time with a different upgraded product.
Okay.
Washing machines, dryers, whatever. So, but they're making so much money, they don't even really care.
Right.
Because they know you're going to buy it.
Right.
You're going to, just like they're saying the 3G products will be obsolete in this month? So you have to upgrade. Everybody that has an old phone that's 2 years or 3 years old or later, you got to get rid of it. You got to get a 5G phone now.
Okay. It works with Black Friday and being in prison is that they take the products that they get, I'm assuming for a discount, I don't know, and they put they send out a survey and ask the inmates, what would you like? What would you like? What would you like? And if they get enough demand for what you want, then that's up to the prisoners on what you really want. You can get anything you want in there. I mean, legally,
right?
If you fight for it. I know that black people and Latino and white people that had rough skin would fight for Palmer's.
Oh, Palmer's cocoa butter.
Yeah.
The stick.
Oh yeah. Ain't nobody playing with that.
Yeah. They melt that down in they lotion and everything.
On Black Friday, we would do a celebration as far as like make pizzas, make all the prison
it was really
food.
For Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but you would make I said pizza. Pizza would be for the New Year's Eve party, but the Black Friday they would take the tortillas. They would take the tortillas and try to make like a dumpling out of it.
Y'all did that?
Yeah, and they would make apple pies out of it. They wet it, right? And get the apples in a can out the kitchen. They steal them, of course. or fresh apples, too. Right? Cut them up and get the cinnamon and the sugar and all of that. And they would take the tortilla shells and make a crust. Oh, yeah. They made Thanksgiving in the unit often.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the bag of Doritos. You just crunch it up, add a little water, and make a tamale.
Right.
Chicken and
that's
roll
how they
it
made
up,
tamales. Yes.
But during Thanksgiving, the holidays, like Thanksgiving or Christmas, visiting always was busy. Visiting sucked. Right. Especially if your visitor come a little bit late past the time, you will not get the visit. What you say about if someone turned in a visiting form
somebody turned in a visiting form before
a major
holiday, right? If somebody turned the visiting form in, they weren't getting in.
No, because usually it takes 2 weeks? to approve? It's usually typically 2 weeks.
It could take 24 hours.
Oh,
right?
So you guys were quick.
It could if they wanted it to, right? But it depends on your relationship that you had with your team member, your counselor, right?
Yeah.
If you had a good relationship with your team member, you would be in good standing as far as your family coming, especially if you were out of town. See, federal, most of the people's family was gonna travel,
right?
So they hardly ever turned anybody around. But I did see there was a kid that was in a foster care system. One of the foster care's people's older kid brought the kid to the prison, right? He wasn't on the list, but he didn't come in. He sent the kid, he was 18. He sent him to the door to get in. He sat in the car. So he's in the car for like 3 hours, waiting on the kid to visit. The kid never got to visit.
Oh, wow.
He cried and cried and cried. And then I want to say that a lieutenant came down and allowed him to visit for like maybe 30 minutes. Because he, was crying and, wouldn't leave. And then he didn't, they were saying they were going to remove him and being mean to him. And so the person that was in the car didn't even know that this was going on.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know where they had came from or what happened, but I do remember that incident happened to where somebody was in the car waiting in for 3 hours. He finally got to see his mom. But it was at the end. And it was only because he refused to leave. Like, he didn't touch anybody. He didn't make any noise. He just stood in a corner and cried and cried. He didn't have a cell phone because he had to turn all that stuff in when you're going in, right? But yeah,
that was nice of them to let him in, because when it's that support system, when somebody's coming to see you and you're like, they can't get in, that's hurtful.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's a lot of difference between a male and a female prison, right? The male is the one that the males are the ones that get more visit than the females, right? Yeah. There's always more women in support. It's sad to say.
To a male.
And it's sad to say for us, right? Yeah. Because if you look at the visiting room, because usually men and women prison are next door to each other, right? So if you look across, I know at Greenville, if you looked across and you looked at their visiting room on any day that visiting was open, it was overcrowded.
So how far is Greenville
men's camp
and
the
men's women and men's camp? How far apart are they?
Like a block, walk across the grass. Touch their gate like that close.
So you can see
nobody's not no man. I mean, that's the TV stuff. No man is gonna jump over the gate to say, hey, come through, come jump on me, let me get some. Nobody's gonna do that.
No. Well, people will assume
anything, that they will walk the track.
So you can see them walking the track, and
yeah. But I mean, you couldn't see that good. It's like,
but you can hear.
You can hear, and you can maybe you as you being in a camp, you're a little bit, you don't have a fence. The males have a fence at Greenville, so the women could do whatever, dance or whatever, but they better not flash or nothing because they were going to jail.
Jail in jail. Y'all heard me.
The shoe. They was going to the shoe. Definitely don't do no flashing. You better not do no screaming or whistling. Let them do the whistling. They won't get away with it faster than you, right? Because they would just, normally make up some reason why they were hollering. Maybe they was lifting weights and, because most of the time that's when the noise would come from the guys that was in the weights outside. And they would yell over, or walk the track. They had a track, we had a track. And you could see them, but you really couldn't see them. I mean, it was all an illusion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, so with the Black Friday, everyone, I hope you got your e-commerce going on, got your sales. You could look at our sales on www.cashmereluxhairsalon.com. I have all the hair products you need. Growth hair products, shampoo, conditioner, coconut, whatever. It will be good for your hair. So tap in.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So in news today,
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
Entertainment.
Yeah, young Dolph.
Yeah. Rest in peace to him.
Yes.
Condolences.
He was
to
going
him
into
and his
the
family.
Yeah, he was going to the cookie store.
Yes.
Going to purchase some cookies and
a black business. Yes.
Oh goodness.
And they explained that he was in a vehicle and that everybody knew. He was in his known vehicle in his hood where he was, I mean, that's usually how it happens, right?
In your own hood.
Someone knew he was going there because they said that 2 cars pulled up full of dudes and at least 50 rounds let off. Yeah. Wow. Yep. And someone had sent messages to his phone and was calling his phone to, specify, is he okay? And no one ever got a reply. So then that's when they knew that he has left us. So the hip hop
36
world
years old. He's young.
Has took a loss today. So rest in peace to Young Doc and his family. Big hit from Memphis. That's where he was from.
Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shu. See you next week.
I'm in the right direction. I'm into this ocean, traveling in slow motion.